Decades of studies from respected academic institutions have demonstrated significant impacts of porn consumption for individuals, relationships, and society. Our Get the Facts resource features 15 articles that summarize relevant research on a specific topic surrounding porn's harms to help you be more informed and more empowered with the facts. Read all 15 Get the Facts articles at ftnd.org/Get the Facts. That's ftnd.org/Get the Facts.
My name is Garrett Johnson, and you're listening to Consider Before Consuming, a podcast by Fight the New Drug. And in case you're new here, Fight the New Drug is a non-religious and non-legislative organization that exists to provide individuals the opportunity to make an informed decision regarding pornography by raising awareness on its harmful effects using only science, facts, and personal accounts. During these episodes, we cover a wide variety of topics that may be triggering to some. You can refer to the episode notes for a specific trigger warning. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Part 5 of our Get the Facts series, where we explore the research on a specific topic surrounding porn's harms on individuals, relationships, and society to help you be more informed and empowered with the facts. Today's episode is how porn can hurt a consumer's partner. You can find the sources to the claims made in this episode or read along at ftnd.org/Get the Facts. Now, let's get to the episode. No one ever woke up and said, "Today I want to get out there and damage my current and future relationships. Guess I'll go cut myself off emotionally, undermine trust, and leave my partner feeling confused, rejected, angry, and betrayed." No one says that. Yet, a growing number of studies show that may be exactly what can happen as a result of consuming porn, especially while in a committed, exclusive relationship. Perhaps the most consistent finding of pornography studies to date is that there is a sizable gap that exists between men and women when it comes to their personal consumption and acceptance of pornography. Dozens of studies show that while it's not uncommon for women to consume porn, men are more likely than women to view pornography. And this is particularly true of viewing pornography on a daily or weekly basis. And studies also show that many women in heterosexual relationships are frequently not aware of the amount of pornography that their partners view. Given this gap between men and women, it's probably no surprise that women tend to view porn and its effects very differently from men. While anyone can develop a pornography habit, studies indicate that many women, even if they believe that pornography consumption is okay for other people, see no acceptable role for porn within their own committed relationship. It's also common for people to find out that their partner has been consuming porn when they were not aware, or that their partner is consuming types of porn that they are not comfortable with. When this happens, partners can feel a whole range of negative emotions, including rejection, loneliness, anger, and shame. Even if they don't believe that porn is the same as cheating, they can often feel a deep sense of betrayal and mistrust. The secrecy, shame, isolation, and mistrust that can be introduced into a relationship by porn consumption can then snowball into all kinds of problems. Even if porn isn't kept a secret, even if partners are open and honest about their consumption, it can still do real harm. Much of the harm comes from porn fostering unrealistic expectations that partners feel they can never live up to in a real relationship. In porn, the performers always look their best. They are forever young, surgically enhanced, airbrushed, and photoshopped. So it's not difficult to see why, according to a national poll, 6 out of every 7 women believe that porn has changed men's expectations of how women should look. But it's not only physical looks that get distorted in porn. Women are also generally portrayed as anxious for sex anywhere, at any time, with anyone, and they are delighted to go as long and as aggressively as one or multiple partners want. They always climax, usually loud and ecstatically, and then are immediately ready for more. They never get tired or sore, they never need a break, and even when they say no, it's insinuated that they don't really mean it. In fact, they never seem to need anything at all except endless sex. They are depicted as happy with whatever a man wants to do, even if it's risky, painful, or humiliating. If you think those unrealistic depictions don't work their way into consumers' beliefs, expectations, and actions, think again. For example, a recent poll found that the more porn a man consumes, the more likely he is to be dissatisfied with his penis size. And the same goes for women with male partners. The more porn they consume, the less satisfied they are with their partner's penis size. And in one survey of 16 to 18-year-old Americans, nearly every participant reported learning about sex by watching porn. And many of the young women said that they felt pressured to play out the scripts their male partners had learned from porn. They felt badgered into having sex in uncomfortable positions, faking sexual responses, and consenting to unpleasant or painful acts. Of course, the pain caused by porn can go far beyond a bad experience in the bedroom. Individuals who learn of their partner's porn habit often internalize their shame and confusion, asking themselves why they're not enough. There are several studies that have shown that this experience is quite common in relationships where one partner consumes porn. For example, a study of young adult college women in heterosexual relationships with men who consume porn found that the frequency of the man's porn consumption was negatively correlated with the woman's sense of self-esteem, her level of relationship quality, and her amount of sexual satisfaction. And these negative patterns were found to become worse the longer the relationship lasted. Another team of researchers interviewed women who were in couples therapy for their partner's porn consumption. They found that pornography consumption is linked to feelings of betrayal and the erosion of the attachment bond in couple relationships. The researchers concluded that an analysis of the wives' comments revealed a sense of distance or disconnection from their husband, and a general sense of being betrayed and harmed by their husband and subsequently feeling unsafe, emotionally and psychologically speaking, and insecure in their relationship. Put it all together, and there is growing evidence that pornography consumption can negatively impact the depth of attachment and trust in romantic relationships. In recent years, the ubiquity of the smartphone has also marked the rise of image-based abuse, often referred to as revenge porn. Image-based abuse refers to sharing or threatening to share nude or intimate images of someone without their consent. Studies have shown that victims of image-based abuse experience a general loss of trust in relationships, and many victims experience severe and disruptive mental health effects, including PTSD, anxiety, and depression. The researchers of one study on image-based abuse concluded, and I quote, "The negative mental health consequences of revenge porn for female survivors are similar in nature to the negative mental health outcomes that rape survivors experience. Rape survivors frequently experience PTSD, anxiety, and depression, all of which participants in this study experienced." End quote. This study also found that victims of image-based abuse tend to develop negative coping mechanisms, like engaging in avoidance, denial, and self-medication in an attempt to avoid feelings of despair and distress regarding their victimization. This and other studies reveal the seriousness of revenge porn, the devastating impacts it has on survivors' mental health, and similarities between revenge porn and sexual assault. Disturbingly, an estimated 1 in 12 U.S. adults report that they have been victims of image-based abuse. And, even more disturbingly, 1 in 20 report that they have been perpetrators of image-based abuse. Interestingly enough, research also suggests that because regular porn consumers tend to develop sexually objectifying attitudes, they are more willing to share intimate images of someone else without their consent. The research is clear. Porn is not a harmless pastime, especially when it's hurting a romantic partner. But the research is also clear that shame is not an effective way to motivate someone to change. According to one study of individuals trying to quit porn, researchers found that shame actually predicted increased pornography consumption, while guilt predicted sustainable change. So, if you're trying to give up porn, be kind to yourself and be patient with your progress. Like anything, it takes time for the brain to recover, but daily efforts make a big difference in the long run. To love someone is to focus, to see the good and the bad, and love them anyway. Focusing your time, your energy, and your love on someone who focuses back on you is one of the best feelings in the world. Too often, however, porn breaks that focus. Let's refocus on love. For those listening who feel they are struggling with pornography, you're not alone. Check out Fortify, a science-based recovery platform dedicated to helping you find lasting freedom from pornography. Fortify now offers a free experience for both teens and adults. Connect with others, learn about your unwanted porn habit, and track your recovery journey. There is hope.
Decades of studies from respected institutions have demonstrated the significant impacts of porn consumption on individuals, relationships, and society. Truth About Porn is a current, ever-growing database dedicated to giving visibility to the research on the harmful effects of pornography. Access the latest studies and watch expert interviews to brush up on the research detailing the harms of pornography. Get the facts at truthaboutporn.org.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Consider Before Consuming. Consider Before Consuming is brought to you by Fight the New Drug. Fight the New Drug is a non-religious and non-legislative organization that exists to provide individuals the opportunity to make an informed decision regarding pornography by raising awareness on its harmful effects using only science, facts, and personal accounts. If you've enjoyed listening to Consider Before Consuming, consider subscribing and leaving a review. Again, big thanks to you for listening to this conversation. As you go about your day, we invite you to increase your self-awareness, look both ways, check your blind spots, and consider before consuming.